It's currently mid-winter here in the southern hemisphere. It's the month of July, and I woke up early to start brainstorming on the new novel that I wanted to write and dedicate my next 2 to 3 years writing and drafting and polishing. So hi, hello, my name is Sian and I'm aspiring to be a traditionally published novel writer, and I do vlogs about my writing journey, travels, and well, life as it is. I have a full-time office job from 8 to 5, and I'm trying to juggle and balance things, learning how to sit down, calm my mind, and write in a flow state despite all of the work and responsibilities that awaits me. Because writing, for me, should be intentional. It doesn't make time for us, we make time for it intentionally. So you sit down, get your notebook, or type it in your computer, or whatever and however you do it, as long as you're writing. And I just realized as well that whenever I write after work, my creativity kind of dwindled down. Maybe I think one, because I'm tired, and second, because my mind is preoccupied with numbers, work jargons and stuff. And so just an unsolicited advice, I think, or rather I believe, whenever we write, we should do it after having a breather. Whether we start fresh in the morning, or take nap after work, or even during work lunch break. Do some cloud watching for 5 minutes before you write, or something like that. I believe it's important that we ready ourselves to enter creative mode, not the daily usual us mode, if that makes sense. So going back, I've started brainstorming this new book, which, as I have mentioned, I will dedicate my 2 or 3 years writing. I jotted the concept by hand. By the way, I love writing by hand, and for some reason, all of my planning, the story concept, the story structure, I do it by hand. And then I type the succeeding story chapters. For this new novel project I'm working on between July to November of last year, I have started writing the first 2 chapters. I did some revisions along the way, even revised some chapters to the point of deleting almost half the words I have written. Still, it occurred to me that something is missing. For some reason, I can't proceed. I can't pour my 100% into writing this new book despite all of the careful planning, even preparing the blueprint for each chapter. So it is to my great delight that we had this great walk breather. By the way, I'm currently living in New Zealand, the southern island of New Zealand, and city-wise, it's not as big or as grand as the other cities like Auckland or Wellington, but it offers stunning sceneries. So if you're a nature lover, I believe South Island may be the destination for you. Anyway, I got sidetracked again. So there are 11 official great walks in New Zealand, and one of them is Abel Tasman Coast Track, which was referred to by most as the easiest. Okay, the easiest among the 11 great walks, but honestly, my goodness, I found it hard. Nonetheless, it was so beautiful. Everything was so beautiful. So from the beach to the mountain, the stopovers, even the lodge or cabins where we stayed, it made the 3-day walk tolerable. And even exciting, of course. Thing is, we walked for like 5 hours during our day 1. And during our day 2, we walked for almost, well, I'm not so sure, but I believe that's almost 12 hours or so. Because we skipped one lodge and we proceeded to go to the next stop. So in total, I believe we walked 50 kilometers in our day 2. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that within that time, I was given enough leeway to think, as there are times when all of my companions, while we are hiking, we are very tired and we keep our silence for like the entire walk until we reach the next stopover where we can rest. So those times in between gave me the opportunity to clear my mind, to think in a new and a fresher way, and I believe the scenery plays a pivotal role in my thought, for I was able to really think outside the box. And that's the time I realized maybe I'm not really the planner I used to say I am. Maybe I'm a pantser, a discovery writer as what they call. And all of those blueprint and detailed story structures exhausted me to the point that since the story is now drafted from the tiniest details of each chapter, I find it hard to find the excitement. During our great walk, I rewrote the concept inside my head, and this time I focused it on the things I really want to write, with bits and pieces from previous books I dreamed to write but never continued, and mostly people's stories and lores they shared with me during all of my travel. And I was excited again. And this time, I'm not going to plan the book in too much detail because honestly, I got burnt out when I was writing. I don't know, maybe for some it really worked. There's nothing wrong with being a planner. I mean, some people, they want to plan their chapters in full detail. They want full certainty on how the chapter will go, and that's okay. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that for me, now that I have discovered I am indeed a pantser or a discovery writer, now I'm getting more and more excited to write each chapter. For me, it seems to be like mini adventures along the way, because I don't know how each chapter will go. Although I know how it will end, the story will end, I know how it will unfold, I know the concept of the story, and all of this stuff that I will need to highlight. It's just that the little chapters is now more exciting for me because it will be an adventure, because I don't know what I will do there. I will discover it along the way and stuff like that. So yes, that's what I will do. And within those 3 days of us just walking without phone signal, those nights, we would just silently stare at the starless sky, and we will look beyond the horizon and the mountains we climbed. Those days became one of the most significant days of my life because it made me realize that, number one, I'm a pantser, a discovery writer, and then number two, it cleared my mind from being stuck inside the box of concepts and ideas. It just really freed me. I think that's the right term. And during those days, my pen and my notebook became my great companion.
Research shows that it's one of the last male species on the planet, like a truly great lifestyle, you know.